Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Where is the remote? Okay, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Indigo. Good morning, Short. Good morning, Ascension. Andre, good morning. Double tap the screen, guys. Hit share, copy a link. Let's get this message out to our collective. Let's bring the people in that need to hear this message. Happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday here at Mermaid Tarot. Good morning. So this is a collective message, guys. This is Monday through Friday. I give a collective message, and all I ask is an even energy exchange. Okay? You can hit share like something like 10 times, so I just hit it a bunch of times. It's just this little arrow right here, and then it pops a box up, so you hit this little arrow, and then that box pops up, and then you hit the one right here that says copy link. And then it triggers the algorithm. It sends it out to the rest of the collective. Alright, so we have an angel number for today's message. Wow. Alright, we have 1445. 1445. Which is 545. Give me a second. Let's do the math, shall we? Okay, 1445. So 1 and 4 is 5. 5 and 4 is 9. 9 and 5 is 14. So 4 and 1 is 5. So this reading is going to be about changes and allowing changes to come in. Okay, so let me write that down. Changes. We'll say necessary. Necessary changes. You also need to eat, okay? Drink some water. When is the last time you ate? When's the last time you took your vitamins? When's the last time you drank some water? And when you do drink your water, right, you need to set intention. Say, thank you to the water. And that might sound a little weird, but there's studies done on this, guys. And that's why I always tell you to do your research, because I find cool stuff, I bring it to you, you decide if you want to keep it or not, right? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, as always. This is not supposed to be here. That's shifting that generational curse to a generational blessing, baby. Like, they are stuck in there. Big time. And that's what it... Let's look at the bottom card. So, people trying to stay hidden. And then Ace of Swords in reverse. 10 of Pentacles and Knight of Cups behind it. Putting God's armor on, choosing to walk through the fire, choosing to accept divine destiny, right? Because everyone has a divine purpose. Everyone is here for a bigger reason than just the 3D work, grind, live your life like you don't have kids, right? Go to work and work at your job like you don't have kids, and then you're supposed to come home and parent your kids like you don't have a job to go to, right? So this is you shifting that, okay? This is you breaking that curse. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Okay, we have Queen of Swords and King of Cups in reverse. I believe that you told this masculine the truth, that he wasn't studying, that he wasn't doing the work, that he wasn't believing in himself. I feel like you tried to help this person. Alright. Spiritual awakening and recognition right here. I feel like you're letting go of doubt. Releasing doubt. And you realize what this is now, right? You see the energy behind things. You see when people are trying to sabotage you. You see when people are trying to mess with your money or sending negative energy or negative intentions your way, right? Whatever that is. But they couldn't stop this. See how it's on the side? See how this is on its side? They could not stop this. Alright? This is a spiritual awakening, and this spiritual awakening is meant to help other people. And then the fact that it's on the mirror, that tells me they tried to do mirror magic. That tells me that they tried to mess with your self-esteem. It did not come to fruition though. King of Wands in reverse and Page of Pentacles in reverse. And in fact, I think that it sent this person into shadow. Because did you see the shadow on it? What does the collective need to know about this energy, Holy Spirit? Yeah. You're receiving confirmation that you've been doing the work. You're receiving confirmation that you're on the right path. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Now it's up for other people to see that. Page of Swords in reverse. Four of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles on her side. This is you learning how to crown yourself. This is you learning how to believe in yourself. I hear that song, something, I'm good. Mama, I'm good. You raised a gangster. What's that song? It's like a TikTok. You already know what I'm about to say. That these people tried to mess with you. These people tried to get you to run from yourself again. Two of Swords. They tried to keep you stuck. They tried to silence you again. And you know what? That's fine. You just don't speak around them no more. Why would I tell my dreams to somebody who's negative? That's divine. That's going against divine plan. Because if I talk to somebody about my dreams who's negative, they're going to impact that. We have King of Cups in reverse. We have Knight of Cups on the side. We have the Star with the Three of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. Working together to shift this generational curse to a generational blessing. You're tired and you need to rest. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I was looking for my phone to write something down, but I'm on my phone. Alright. So it's all about mindset, right? And you had to learn about that. You know what's hilarious is the cards tell the story. And the cards wouldn't tell a story if people weren't watching. That's how it goes. I'm an energy reader. I don't make the cards do anything. I don't pick out cards. The cards come out as you see. I will shuffle them and the same cards come out over and over again. Ace of Pentacles. Trying to sabotage this new beginning for you, which is literally impossible. Okay, because your dreams are becoming reality here. And all those people who said you're never gonna be nothing, all those people who said, oh, that's a dumb idea. Yeah, well, not so dumb now, is it? And this is what I'm saying about taming the lion. Speaking your truth. I didn't even realize Justice came out here. And with the Three of Wands, this is ancestors pissed because somebody's trying to put you back. This is ancestors so mad because these people try to keep disconnecting you from their gifts. Like, who do they think they are? We've spoke on this before. They've never come up against a chosen one. So every other person they've come against, they were just done. Oh, they've never went against somebody who was spiritually awakened. Alright, we have the Lovers. So do you see this, how it's in reverse? This person is not spiritual, okay? This relationship, it's very much about money. It's very much about convenience. It's very much about, because it's been forever. There's a cycle here. There might be real love here. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there's a cycle here that needs to be broken. This also could be... Oh, okay. You're breaking the cycles in your relationship. Well, you're attempting to. You're trying to. You're trying to break the cycles from, like, things that you witnessed growing up, and you're trying not to allow that in your relationship, right? You're trying to acknowledge the things that are keeping you stuck, okay? King of Cups and Queen of Swords in reverse. So these two people are working together, okay? Now, I always get this. Every time this comes out, this card comes out, and I really feel like this is always a mother energy. Always. It's never a wife energy. Because if it was his wife, if it was his partner, it would be the Queen. But it's not the Queen. It's the Queen of Swords, not the Queen of Cups, right? So, I feel like there's a woman that is impeding on this masculine's life. On this Ten of Cups. Yeah, look, it's like they're delusional. It's like they think it's their Ten of Cups. Do you see what I mean? See how she's looking at that? See? And do you see? It's like she's looking at that like, oh no, that's mine. It's causing strife. in the family. This is a generational thing. So if you don't get along with your mom, or if you don't get along with your dad, look at how your mom got along with her mom and dad. Look at how your dad got along with their mom and dad, right? And then look at your grandparents. How did your grandparents get along with their mom and dad? Same. That's what when I'm talking about generational curses, that's what I mean. Listen, absolutely, is there people out there that have cursed people? Sure, but I'm not talking about that. That's not what I mean when I say generational curse. I'm talking about the negativity, the negative coping skills, the screaming, yelling, fighting, all that stuff, right? You know the stuff, how you go to therapy and you learn the complete opposite? That, right? And so you're not allowing that. You're trying to connect with this. If you're not currently pregnant, you could be trying to get pregnant. You could be pregnant with ideas. You could be pregnant with joy, right? Pregnant with emotion. You're definitely disconnected at this point. So what do you do when you're disconnected? You acknowledge it and you say, okay, what do I need to do to make me feel better? What do I need right now that is going to make it so my life is better, make me happier? Because it's not relying on this King of Cups. That's for damn sure. This masculine can't even rely on himself 90% of the time, and then you wanna rely on him too? He can't handle it. That's why he drinks, that's why he drugs, that's why he smokes, that's why he is in another world all the time. He is escaping. And the only way for him to get better is for you to get better. The only way for him to acknowledge this isn't by you screaming, yelling, by telling him he's this or that. He has to acknowledge this himself. He has to stand up and realize, you know what, I deserve a better life. I deserve to go to bed at a specific time every night. I deserve to wake up every day at a certain time. I deserve to have a morning ritual. I deserve to have a nightly ritual. I deserve to have peaceful sleep, uninterrupted sleep, right? I deserve to be happy and to celebrate myself. This person can't celebrate anything. This person doesn't even speak. And it's a generational curse. Nothing changes if nothing changes. And you can either make excuses or you can make changes. You are doing the work. You can't make this masculine want to change. You can't make this masculine want to be different. Okay? You can pray for him. But that's all you can do. Screaming, fighting, yeah, it's worthless. It's pointless. If somebody's not meant to hear the words that you're saying, it doesn't matter if you're screaming till you're blue in the face. That person will not hear you. Right? I love that new song, right? My wife is my girlfriend, not the maid. My wife is the girlfriend, not the maid. My wife is the girlfriend, she is not my maid. And he even goes like into a detail there, which I don't know what it is, but he's like saying like, she's not a free babysitter. She's not a free fucking healthcare. She's not a free doing the dishes and free maid and doing your laundry. This is the problem. People aren't working together. People need to work together. Okay? There has to be a plan. Alright? The best way I can describe that, right, is I know my role. You have to know your role. What is your role in the household? What is your partner's role in the household? And then you have to communicate that together. It has to be open communication, right? There can't be screaming and fighting. Because if there's confrontation, then there is no conversation. If there is confrontation, there is no. And so you also have to learn to pick your battles, right? Like, I know, first of all, I do not discuss anything that is of importance with my man from Sunday through Thursday. Want to know why? Because his head is in work. My head's also in work. That is not the time. when he comes home from work and he just worked a 14-hour day, that's not the time to be like, hey, what do you think we're going to be a year from now? Hey, do you think we're ever going to get married? That's not the time. And in fact, fuck you. I don't want anybody that don't want me. You don't want to marry me? Go fuck yourself. Good. Awesome. I don't want to marry you either then. You shouldn't have to beg somebody to love you. You shouldn't have to beg somebody to want you. You get what I'm saying here? This is about learning how to love yourself first. This is about learning how to take the mask off, heal what needs to be healed so you can live in the moment. And you, for the most part, you're doing this. But you're masculine. You just gotta pray for him. You can't be carrying around dead weight. And you need to have a conversation. Every relationship has problems. And every relationship has conversations. They deal with it. People who last together for years, it's because they have date nights. It's because they make designated time to talk about things. It's because they're both committed. Sometimes you gotta talk to that person and say, hey, like, reestablish that commitment, right? Get on the same page as the person you're with, right? Good morning, good morning, good morning. My OGs are here. Look, heals and regenerates tissues. See what I mean about healing? You're releasing out with the old, in with the new. God is performing miracles. Dear Heavenly Father, I ask that you please send miracles for each person that is in here today so that they may speak on the miracles that you have blessed them with. Amen. The Fool, which in this deck is the Divine Child. The Moon. This is being illuminated to you. Did you see how the kid just fell? Somebody's been trying to block this for years, man. I think somebody's supposed to have a divine child. What'd I say? Just like the devil's been trying to kill me for years. You can't. Right? So many different times. So many different times. In my life, I've had so many near-death experiences that I've lost count. If I wrote it in a book, it would literally be probably at least once a year, my whole life. Probably, and I know I hear one of you is like, well, one is too many. Yeah, I get it. But when you do what I do, which is help other people, right? I help other people get out of the dark. I show people that there's a other way besides zombieing through life, right? I show the disconnect. You don't have to be in that like matrix mentality, right? Well, that is the total opposite of what they're trying to achieve, correct? Isn't that the total opposite of what evil wants? Evil wants control. So maybe you have the same story. Maybe that has also happened to you where it's like weird shit has happened to you your whole life. And now you're finally coming into your own. You're finally acknowledging your gifts and abilities and not fearing them, right? False evidence appearing real. And you can either say, F everything and run, or you can fix everything and recover, right? You have a choice. So you're making the choice to walk through the shadows, walk through the fire, walk through the valley. You're choosing to look at information without emotion attached, right? And we've talked about, I've been saying this a lot lately. When you're doing research, you have to turn your emotions off. Because it will really mess with you. It really will. There is literally a website that you can donate your body to for food. For humans. Food for humans! And you can go research that. There's all this fucked up shit in the world that literally will have you like, what? Wait, what is that? I'm sorry, am I in the Twilight Zone? Did I'm in the underworld, right? Like, I flipped world, and it really has you doing that. Those are the moments that you need to write all that shit down. When you have things weird happening to you, when you have deja vu, when you have a dream, and then that dream happens, when you see a sign and then you know something's gonna happen, you need to keep track of all that. Because this is how you're gonna confirm your gifts and abilities. This is gonna be how you no longer need other people you no longer need others' validation. Because see, I used to go to other people. Hey, do you remember when I told you that was going to happen? And one time they said, I mean, kind of vaguely. And when that happened, I realized, oh shit, I can't rely on you. Like, I can't rely on people to remember. I need to keep track of this shit. Right? You're learning about so many different things, and it's a lot, right? For some of you, I even think you're like going like the conspiracy iceberg. Take a break, guys. Take a break. Get your water, get your tea, breathe, come back to earth for a minute. Alright? We're all here for a reason, and all of this is happening exactly how it's meant to. So, understand that these people who are going against divine plan, their asses are about to get whooped by universe. You can't go against divine plan. It doesn't work. And when you flip everything the right way, this talks about... So this way talks about karmic people. Talks about people who don't believe in your gifts and abilities. Who purposely tell you they don't remember shit. Who purposely tell you, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Who purposely, they'll move shit just to mess with you. Trust your gut. Trust and believe that knowing. So these karmics, they had to teach you about yourself, okay? This was the final lesson. You've had many of these lessons. Why? Because the faces of the lessons will change, but the lessons remain the same. And so you have had many of these karmic friends in your life that didn't support you, that were jealous of you, that the second that you turned your back gave you dirty looks. The second you left the room talked shit about you. Didn't ever care. You would literally go to them and be like, listen, I broke my leg. And they'd be like, oh, I need proof. Okay, yeah. Okay. This is enabling versus supporting. Because this is even more than that too, right? Because look, there's a pattern here. So it's like you've shown these people time after time after time after time after time, and then they still want proof. That's hilarious. Because the pattern is the proof. Not only that, every person they talk to tells them the same thing. What a fucking star you are. How beautiful and connected and divine you are. And how you are doing God's work. And man, it has them, whew. Because they don't get it. Dude, I looked at a picture of myself today because today's National Couples Day. Well, it's supposed to be National Boyfriend's Day, and then Girlfriend's Day is August 1st. But I'm making it Couples Day instead of Boyfriend Day. So, anyway, I was looking at pictures to post, right? Looking at old pictures of me and my man, and like trying to, and I saw this and I was like, holy shit, like, who are we? Like, who are these people? And I look and I'm like, yo, like, I lost, like, you gained the weight I lost, right? And I'm looking at the picture, and I found the perfect picture because, right, I'm in the process of making my like weight loss videos, right? And I looked like a whole nother person. But what some people don't realize, the people who met me then, they thought I always looked like that. But I didn't. I was in the hospital for 4 weeks because I had just had 3 major surgeries and was in a traumatic, life-altering car accident, and had 2 rods and 7 pins put in my right leg. And when I was in the hospital for 3.5 to 4 weeks, they make you drink Ensure, right? Because all these medications I was on, because I was on a whole lot of medication, because they finally realized, oh shit, why is this not working, right? They kept hitting me, kept giving me more morphine, and I'm still screaming in pain. And that's when they realized, oh shit, you have a tolerance, you're an addict, right? So my point is that people met me when I wasn't myself, okay? And then fast forward, it took me a while to get rid of that weight. Because I was depressed, my whole life changed. And then it was just all these bad things kept happening, okay? And then my daughter's, I was living in a fucking nightmare. I was living in a hotel. I literally didn't care if I lived or died. My daughter's dad passed away. I didn't care. I didn't care. Like, that was the only person left in the world that actually knew me, right? And knew my heart, my soul, who I was, truly, right? And that broke me. And I fought my way back by the grace of God. And it took me 3 years. I have 2.5 years sober today, okay? But it took me 3 years of struggling to get this 2.5 years. From 2017 till 2021, I struggled every single day to get out of bed. To just not go jump off a fucking bridge. Seriously. Because that's how much I hated my life. That's how much I didn't want to be here. Now I would never dream of that. Now I understand that life is a gift. I love my life. I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I was given another chance. I'm grateful that I stayed committed to this, because it could have went another way. Shit, it did go another way for 3 years. But I finally learned, I don't need more experiments. I don't need to go out there and experiment. I know what happens. I know what happens when I go party. I get into a fist fight, right? I start breaking shit. I start beating people up. I start telling people what I should have told them 2 months ago. No. No, I'm good. I'm good. Today I wake up, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I don't have to worry about a hangover. I don't have, thank God the people left and we're not supposed to be here. I could feel that nasty energy. See what I mean? Like, when you focus on what you're supposed to focus on and you focus on the good, the people who are not meant to be around you, they'll just go. Because they can't be around the light. So when I'm telling these people my story and I'm speaking my truth, they can't stand it. You get what I mean? And that's the problem. People will support you. You just have to find the people who are supporting you. You're just asking the wrong people, right? It's not that you were asking for too much, it's that you were asking the wrong people. And I learned that. When people don't want my help, I just say, okay, have a great day. And I keep it pushing. Because I look at it as, okay, well, I wasn't meant to help them. And then I say, okay, well, you know what? There's people out there that do want my help. Not everybody's going to love me and like me, and I shouldn't want everyone to like me and love me. Because that would mean that I'm a fake. If there are people out there that don't like you, that think about it. Like, think about the people who don't like you, right? Because I was talking about this with somebody the other day. And we were talking about, like, being called crazy, right? And I was like, you know what? It's kind of funny because the only people who have ever in my life called me crazy were the people who had something to hide, right? They were the ones who stood to benefit from me staying in the darkness, right? And so you have to look at it that way. These people who were removed from your life, they're removed for a reason. It's so that you can look at you now. You're not supposed to be worrying about other people, what they're doing. You're not supposed to be worrying about going out partying. You're supposed to be worrying about you, your mental health, and your business. Right? For some of you, you've already started this business. For others of you, you're starting to think in your head about, okay, well, maybe I could open like a makeup business, right? Because maybe you like makeup, or maybe you like fashion. Maybe you're thinking about, oh, maybe I could have a fashion line. I don't know what you want to do, right? But whatever it is that you want to do, don't let the world determine it, is what I'm saying. Alright guys, I'm going to end this and go back and get back on. Hit share, copy link. I'll be right back, okay?